What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Journey back at it again with another video, and today we are going to show you guys a popular play that a lot of people run. It's coming from the West Coast playbook, and it's coming from Bunch Week. If you guys don't know about this play or don't run this play and you're in West Coast, you must be living under a rock in the Madden community, because everyone that's in West Coast runs mesh post, right? And what you're going to want to do with the roster, what you want to do is you want to put your fastest receiver on the outside receiver on the bunch side, right? And if your fastest receiver is your best receiver, then don't put him on the outside receiver on the bunch side. Put your second fastest guy there. So basically, Antonio Brown's our fastest receiver, but he's also our best receiver. So we're going to put our second fastest receiver, and that's going to be Juju Smith, and we're going to put him on the outside receiver, right? So we're going to put Juju Smith on the outside receiver, and we're going to make sure that Antonio Brown, which is our best receiver, is in the slot. The slot is the best, you definitely want your best receiver in the slot for this play, and I'll tell you why later on in the video. So we're putting Antonio Brown on the right side slot, and then we put two fast guys on the outside. That's the plan for bunch. And yes, we're going to run mesh post, and we're going to start it off with cover to press. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to be on the right hash mark. If the bunch is on the right side, you want to be on the right hash mark. That's how it is. You want to be on the right hash mark. That's how it is. So cover two cloud flats. What you're going to want to do is your first read is definitely going to be the tight end. Your tight end is going to be wide open, because what's going to happen is that cloud flat is going to follow the post route for a bit, and that leaves that little flat route wide open, give you space to get like 5+ yards every single time. So, we're going to just throw that route a couple times to show you guys that it's consistent, and there's no need to worry about that I'm going to throw a flat, I might get 2 yards one time, then I throw a flat and get 5 yards the next time. No, it is really a consistent 5+ yards if it's cloud flats. So that's consistent for sure. And then the special part about this play is you have two drags. Basically, if they shade up, both those drags should get wide open, honestly, because they're going to use one of the yellows, and what's going to happen is one of the yellows are going to try to use that post route, and they're going to leave the drag wide open. So this play is really good because there's two drags, and then there's a post right over it. So right here, we're going to show you guys what to do when they shade down or they have a hard flat on the right side. So basically, the tight end is covered because they put a hard flat, but you have two drags in the middle of the field, which can get open even if they shade down. That's what's so special about this play. Even if you shade down, the yellows do not play these drag routes, or the right drag route, I should say. The right drag route gets wide open right there. Look at that. Or the left to right drag route should get wide open every single time on a yellow. They literally have to, I guess, man it up, or they have to user it themselves. So that drag route's gonna get open every single time they run bench or mesh post. So right there, the cloud flats, so you're gonna hit the tight end every single time. Do not, be stubborn. Take what the defense gives you. I know you want to get a one-play touchdown. I know you want to get 30+ yards every time, but this is not that. This is not the play for that. This is really not the play for that. This is for where you just want to make good reads, go up the field, taking your 5 yards every single time until they give you the big play, and that's what this play is. Once they start playing aggressive and they guard both of the drag routes, that's when the post route is going to get wide open. But yeah, so right here we're going to show you guys, even with a deep blue from the middle linebacker, and he's in the box, that post route should get wide open. It's going to be a little contested if you throw it early, but if you have enough time where you can stay in the pocket and he runs past the deep middle third, that will get open by a lot. But if you're in pressure, if you're getting pressured and you have to throw quick, it's going to be a little contested, but it will never be a pick. You'll see it right here. Bobby Wagner has 84 zone, I believe, too. So this is the best you'll ever see a middle linebacker play something, because he has 84 zone. That's I think that meets the threshold for middle linebackers or linebackers in zone. So look at that, boom, right there. He's wide open, but he's just not catching it. But you guys see that it gets wide open on deep thirds in the middle. So as long as you guys see, I'm going to try to throw it one more time so I can show you guys, if you have enough time, just wait a little bit and then low ball it, or if they give you the low ball it. If they give you enough time, wait just that extra second, and that's what makes the biggest difference when you throw in that post route. You want to wait that extra second where it just gets past the deep third, right here. I'm going to show you. Look at that. Wait that extra second, and then the deep blue is not going to be able to play it. So bam, that's easy. Showing you guys that it can kill cover two. The flats, if it's the flats, you can hit the flats every single time it's a cloud flat. You can drag every time if they don't use it or man it up. So, and then you have the post route if they don't use it or man it up. So this is a play where you can hit 3 routes, 3 reads, and yeah. So now that we covered cover 2, we are now in cover 3, and we're gonna run the same play, and it's gonna be the same setup. All right, same setup. We're gonna block the running back, and like I said, we're gonna read if it's a cloud flat or a hard flat with the tight end. Right there, I know it's a cloud flat because he backs up and I get around 11 yards, which is really crazy for a flat route. Getting 11 yards for a flat route is absolutely insane right here. They give us a bad animation, makes us 1 cut up the field, and then we get 1 yard. So, you know, it really is like kind of risky because, you know, especially like if it's a 4th and 3 or something, 4th and 4, it's really risky because sometimes they'll give you a good animation, sometimes they'll give you a bad animation. But if they give you a good animation, you will get 5+ yards every single time because, you know, you know how Madden is. Like, it can definitely be random where the flat route just doesn't get any yards because just the animation. Never because the coverage, but the animation they give the tight end. You know what I'm saying? So if they give you an okay animation, you should get around 5+ yards. And right there, look at that. When I shade down, that post route gets wide open under the deep third, over the yellows. We're gonna keep it going. Right here, you can hit the drag route. I shaded down there too, y'all. So that's what makes this special. A hook zone. I shaded down. A hook zone shaded down will not be able to play that drag just because that post route will carry it back and the drag will be wide open. I don't know why, but that's how it is. Even if they shade down, that drag's gonna get wide open. The post route is gonna just take it. There, I'm gonna hit the drag route because the yellow didn't play it. I don't know why. But it's just about taking your easy dump downs, easy reads. If they give it to you, take it. Right here, obviously I could just take the tight end right there because it's a cloud. But just trying to show you guys that there's windows where you can throw each of those drags. I know you guys know you can throw it from X, right? You guys know you guys can throw that X drag. But I'm just trying to show you guys I can throw that RB drag as well, especially if they give it to us, especially if they're using the left side and they try to guard the post route. So it's definitely hard on their user. They have to guard so many things with their user, and they literally have to have a perfect user to make me like kind of hesitate on my read because there's so many routes. Right there, look at that. Post route gets under the deep third, and it's just simple reads, nothing too advanced. You know, it's double drags and a post route and a flat. Like, it's not too advanced for you guys. It's not too advanced for anybody. It's easy reads. So now that we covered cover 2, cover 3, now we are in man to man. Basically, this is why I have Antonio Brown in the slot. Basically, you're going to see that this drag is going to get covered on the mesh post route. Like, you guys can see Antonio Brown is on the drag. What you want to do with Antonio Brown is you're going to want to put him on a slant. It gets a little bit more separation than a drag, and I'm going to show you guys a couple times how, look at the drag. Like, look how he's playing it. Like, that's 0 yards, even if he caught it. So, if you know he's playing man-to-man, I definitely recommend you to put him on a slant route. I don't know why. I guess slant routes just a man beater this year, but slant routes are just like the drags are just absolutely covered, and that's only like what, 2 yards. So basically, you guys know what it is. Every time they play man to man, or you know they're playing man to man, slants are definitely the move right there. The post route has been always getting open, so I haven't been looking at it, even though like mesh post, that post route will get open every single time, like 100% of the time. Like, you don't even have to worry about it. You just want to make sure that RB gets open as well, so they have to choose like that. Look at that. Look at RB on a slant. Look how different it is. Like a slant and a drag. That's the difference between a slant and a drag right there. A 2-yard gain compared to let's say a 50, 60-yard gain. So every time they're playing man to man, it's the same thing, same route combo, except just putting RB on a slant. Right there. Right there, he gets enough separation where I can lob it, get around 25, 30, 35 yards. Bam. And you guys can tell from, you know, watching this video that B, look at the post route. Look at the separation he gets. Bam. Easy. Like, and Juju Smith does not have like the greatest route running, but he will get that separation because he has really good speed, like 90 speed, I guess, 91 speed, I guess. I guess that for Juju Smith. And then he, his route running isn't the best, but it's at the 80s, so he'll get that really smooth cut, and he'll get a lot of separation. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. This is coming from the West Coast bunch, like I said in the beginning of the video. If you guys do not use this play from the West Coast and you're using West Coast, you are absolutely insane. I'd say it's the best play in the West Coast playbook. So hopefully you can put this in your game. I'm out though. Until next video. Peace.